Hey guys, hello and welcome to Transform Your Business Thursday. This is Nikki Gangemi and today we are talking about comparison. And are you getting caught up in comparing yourself to others or your business, where you're at in your business to others? I'm sure we can all relate. I do too, but I have a different take on this and that's what I want to share with you. So stay tuned. If you're on the live, say hi. If you're on the replay, hashtag replay. I love to know who's here. And I also love when you interact with me. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nikki Gangemi and I help online coaches shift their identity to thriving entrepreneur so they can make more money and impact doing what they love. And this is going to be just that. It's a shift in the way you're thinking. So we all get caught up. Hi, Michelle. Oh, I'm so glad you're on. I'm speaking to you. We all do this. I do it too. I mean, there's just so much out there, right? There are so many people out there, whether you're looking at Facebook or Instagram or, even LinkedIn, whatever. There are people at all different points in their business, right? And we look at where we're at, and then we look at where other people are at, and then we make a judgment. And it's usually we're judging ourselves and we're feeling bad and we're thinking, well, I'm not there yet, and what am I doing wrong? Maybe this isn't working for me. I don't understand why this person, for example, I'm in a Facebook group and this woman has over 20,000 members. I could easily say, well, what is she doing that I'm not? I don't have anywhere near over 20,000 members, but is that going to help me? Is that going to serve me? And here's the thing. We have to compare apples to apples. We cannot compare apples to oranges, right? I don't know how long this woman has been in business or what kinds of events that she's put on to draw people to her. I don't know how big her team is. I'm a team of two. It's me and my assistant, and that's it. That's the thing. When you're looking at what other people are doing, you don't know if they have a team working with them. You don't know if they're running ads, driving traffic to their website, driving traffic to their group or their free offers or whatever, So these are things to consider because it always has to be apples to apples. Otherwise, there's no comparison. And this is for all areas in life. I was talking to my brother recently on the phone, and my little nephew, how old is Ben? Oh my God, I'm going to sound like a terrible aunt. Oh, he's 8. He's 8 years old, I'm pretty sure. And he missed getting in. He wants to start wrestling like his other cousin. And he missed the deadline for getting in with his age. So he can't get in with his cousin because his cousin is like 1 or 2 years older than him. So there's a size difference. So they cannot wrestle together. It just wouldn't be safe, I guess, or fair. But it's the same thing. There is no sense in sitting there and getting lost in hours of just scrolling through and looking at what other people are doing and then putting yourself down. Because it isn't helping, right? It's not serving you in any way. There are a lot of people out there who are investing a lot of money in having people work for them and also in ads so that they get a wider reach. They're not just relying on organic only and free. Okay, so these are some of the differences. Now that is not what is going to make you feel better. What I'm about to say next will. So that's just the reality. We've got to compare apples with apples. It's the same thing when I remember in science class and doing experiments when we were comparing two different things. We changed one variable at a time. We didn't go and just do a whole bunch of different things and then just try to, look at the outcome. That's not how it works. It's got to be equal, okay? So that's the one thing. And the other thing, like I said, we're going to compare, we judge, this is what we do, it's human nature, we're always doing it whether we want to or not. Here's what you can do that's different. We can actually be grateful that we got caught up in comparison. And bear with me for a second. I say that because if you have the gift of recognizing that you are caught up in comparison, then that's awesome, because you have the awareness that you're doing it. And all that means is that you took your focus off of what you want. You took your focus off of what you could do, off of your genius, off of your gifts, and you temporarily put your focus on what other people are doing. That's all it means. And what's great about that is once you have the awareness, you can pivot, you can turn around, and you can say, oh, there I go again. I lost my focus. My ego took over, and I had this temporary moment where I just started looking at where I'm falling short, what I'm doing wrong, what's missing. And I'm so thankful that I became aware of that, because now I can shift and I can choose what I want to focus on. Do I want to focus on everything out there and what other people are doing? Probably not. Because it's not helping me, number one, it's not growing my business, number two, and it's not making me feel better, number three. But what I can do is now I can say, me, Nikki, or me, Michelle, what can I do right now to move the needle forward in my business? You could just start asking yourself what you can do and what am I doing right? Remember we talked about progress a while back? What progress have I made? How far have I come along? Let me take a minute to just celebrate that, instead of doing the opposite, which is looking at what's wrong, what's missing, where you're falling short. Remember, life reflects you. So you don't want to spend too much time looking at all the lack and all of the things that are not working out, because it's not going to do anything for you. So how you get in the driver's seat, where you can manage this more, and I don't even like to use the word control, but because really we can only control what we think. And even that is hard since we've got so many thoughts a day. But we'll get better and better at becoming more mindful and more aware. And then you always have the choice to shift your attention, to shift what you want to focus on. And then once you do that, you will feel better, number one. And number two, you open up your mind to inspired ideas. All of a sudden, you can have an idea to do something that could get you more, whatever you're looking for, whether it's clients or customers, or to build your email list or grow your group or whatever it is. What you think, the thoughts that you have and how you feel is everything. And we see this, for example, in that group that I'm in, it's like over 20,000 entrepreneurs, and I see some of the same posts. Like there's a common one that says, hey, I'm on Instagram. If you follow me, I'll follow you. And then you'll see on some people, they've got like 170 comments. And it's all people that are saying, followed. And it's like, wow, that person got a lot of comments. Then you'll see another person that did the same thing. And this time there's like 12, 16 comments. It's like, what's the difference? Now, I'll give it to you. It could be the difference is the person who has all those comments, maybe they have more followers on their Instagram. That is possible. But I want to give you another thing. What about the person who got the 170 comments expected? They expected that they would get people to follow them, and so they did. And the person who had only 12 or 16 comments, there was doubt there. There was, I don't know, I'm going to throw this out there and I hope that I'm going to get followers because I really want to build my followers. It's that energy that you're creating with. So these are some things to really keep in mind. And that's really all I wanted to share with you today. So if you have any questions at all, let me know. type them below the video and I will be here to answer them for you. But that's the biggest takeaway that I want you to get from this video, is that be grateful when you find that you're caught up in comparison. Because like I said, you had a moment where you slipped into just, your ego going, and you just lost focus on you and what you want. And now that you have this awareness, you could choose to pivot. And you can start focusing on, what am I doing right? How far have I come? What are all the things that I'm grateful for in my business? You're welcome, Michelle. You're so welcome. And it's really just a choice, you guys. That's really all it is. And it's a practice. Again, this is not to say that you do this and you're never ever going to end up comparing yourself and feeling down about yourself. No, we're going to. Welcome to being human. So the difference is you can pivot. So have a fabulous Thursday, and I will see you all next week. Bye for now.